operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 55.
It's been a trying year for everybody, but the tradition continues. Super Bowl 55, away we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 44-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at
the end of all that hitting and hollering. It was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Jackson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Third and goal, Jackson. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On play action, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Haskins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Washington 0.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Haskins going to throw again. Open man here, Sims complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, Gibson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. And incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
The tackle made.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Austin Hopkins for the Washington field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson's
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. With the 1st touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sims. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And here's a first down throw that's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
43-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Antonio Gibson.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Haskins. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7 at the 15-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Haskins eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Thaddeus Moss there to make the grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. You just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 20.
Right back to Dobbins on first. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
J.K. Dobbins.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now he'll throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 69 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Haskins. Going right, and that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
His kick is...
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
They're on 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Try and run for this and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He was brought down.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Looking for the end zone. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 38, Ravens 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Going left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
2 more yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Caught by Snead over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
29-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was
a Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Again, it'll be Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal.
And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Haskins going to try to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson, and that is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And, boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes this Washington.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On 1st down, Gibson. And down to the 36-yard line here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
At the 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the kings of the Super Bowl are the Washington football team. They win it, and they will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis.